Hello, this is a quick tutorial on 3 of Khan Academy's AI tools. They've got a number of tools in their Khanmigo tools section. This is now my landing page when I log in with my free teacher's account. We have tools by default. There are planning tools, creating tools, differentiation tools, support tools, learning tools. We also have documents. So every time we use one of these tools, the results are saved for you, so you can come back and refer to them later. The specific tools that I have worked with the most and plan to cover today, not the writing coach that is apparently coming soon, but the multiple choice quiz, the questions generator, and the real world context generator. I found all 3 of these have been very useful in generating assessments. Let's start looking at the multiple choice quiz. So let's say the topic for the quiz, you can search Khan Academy. Let me assume I'm teaching grade 7 math, and I am looking at adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. So I will come back here. I will pick the provide your own content. If we were in the US, then we could copy and paste or select from a list of the Common Core. We don't have the Canadian outcomes there, so I'm just going to copy and paste them in myself. So here is the actual learning outcome as defined by the province. If I wanted to go through, I could say, pick these 3 achievement indicators that I would like to use. So put in that first one, delete the characters that are likely going to confuse it. So here we have 3 achievement indicators. I'm going to say we're working at the 7th grade. How many answer choices do we want? We can go 5. The number of questions. I like to set the number of questions above the number I actually need. So if some of the questions don't turn out well, we can scrap them. They actually are coming out much better with Khanmigo than they were with Edulastic's AI last year. It does take some time for Khanmigo to put it together, but a lot less time than it would take me to build it from scratch. And here we go. The sum of 1/3 and 1/2, there's our answer key. And here is our set of questions. So this would be B. The difference between these should be 1/4, that's C. Let me check our answer key. We've got B, we've got C. So it very quickly built a set of questions keyed specifically to the outcomes that I gave it. If we back up, we don't always want multiple choice. The question generator is good for this too. So again, we go back to the 7th grade. Let's ask for 5. And let's say we want to generate questions, again, based on the original learning outcome. So quick copy and paste here. We'll start. Again, it takes it a moment to generate, but it can do it. So it's generated just the sum, add, subtract as written results. Something that could have been numeric response or multiple choice. Then we also have 2 word problems. It's got a little bit of a useful hint here. But again, practical terms, recipe requires 1.5 cups of sugar. If you only have 3/4 of a cup, how much more sugar do you need to have the correct amount? And then the answer key with some work written out, you can always check it for accuracy to give that warning. but this tends to generate fairly well. And again, saved to my documents. If I go back, the third one I've been using for projects. So if the student pre-tests out of a curricular outcome, then they get a project to work on instead. So the context generator comes up. We're still working at the 7th grade. This is still our curricular outcome. We hit start. Real-life applications of adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. We have cooking and recipes, building and construction projects, shopping and budgeting. So these are starting points to build a project. It doesn't build the entire project, but it quickly comes up with a context and a framework that we can use to attach the math to. So those are 3 of Khan Academy's tools. We've got apparently, it looks like 25 of them right now. And as I said, what we generated shows up in my documents, which can also be directly shared by copying a link. So if you're team teaching, right, so both grade 6 classes can have the same questions if you generate and share it this way. So that is a quick rundown of these 3 particular tools that are of use. And again, they are free, and you just need a Khan Academy teacher account.